Why you? I'll be your straight jacket, hold you tight. Maybe then you'll be alright. Now you make me. I won't be telling jokes or singing songs anymore. I don't want to be a streamer. I don't care if chess grows. It makes no difference to me. Two priorities. Get my online play under control and get my over-the-board rating above 1,800. I'm 1530 something right now. It's sad that a sparkling personality gets more views and therefore monetization opportunities than a grandmaster who only plays chess at the highest level. I'm not going to be a grandmaster, but I do want to play chess at the highest level I possibly can. And that means I can't talk. Whether I say one word or ramble for the entire chess game, it doesn't matter. I completely lose focus and track of my time management. You'd think I could talk a little bit and it would only hurt my accuracy some. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But just know, I've got personality in spades. Your love is like schizophrenia. And I'll be like, I don't know what done got into you. Oh, baby, I try. Your love is like schizophrenia. And I'll be like, I. I'll be your straight jacket, hold you tight. Maybe then you'll be alright now. You make me crazy. This is the that we've been talking about. Why you? I want to love you forever. That's why we're still together. Oh, you make it tougher than leather. Oh, a minute. Then the next one, you go nuts. I listen to some Chris. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Tech Nine's on him. He's really good. Good voice. I don't know that song word for word. I might celebrate with some fun, but it's all chess. Spiraled my rating at work. Take those games with a grain of salt. Chess.com, fair play team. You're going to be looking at my account because Tyler One's a grandmaster. I'm a lot better at online chess than Tyler One. So if he's a grandmaster, I'm a super grandmaster, but really neither of us are any good. Why I'll end up being very good is I'll admit that there are levels to chess. Tyler One's ready to play Magnus Carlsen, bro, and that Hikuro guy. So at work, I shouldn't play. I'm addicted to this shit. I can't stop. It's gonna be easier to break than heroin or gambling. I like to gamble. But there are many different chess versions of me. During my work hours, which is when I only have a few minutes and it's noisy, that's my worst, which I was still playing in the 1900s. After work, I put a few games on my iPhone. A little bit better, but still on my phone in the car. Now, this would be about my best. This is me at my best. I'm not doing puzzles. I'm not here to get better. I'm here to get a new peak rating. Let's go. Shut up, Dayton. The Obama gambit. Misspelling Obama isn't. That's weird. It's a weird thing to do. It's really weird. This is castle. That's why you shouldn't push them. Well, it takes a little bit of thought to manage that better, but it's far from over. Far from over. Let's find it out. I can still play that if I want to. In speed chess, what I've been usually doing. Stop talking. That's a weird move. Is I expose my king to ensure I don't get annoying pawns, because the annoying pawns. All right, prick. The annoying pawns can lead to major time issues. How can I do that? I can pin stuff. So you have to respond to that, and then I'll probably be here. And then after I'm there, I'll probably take that pawn. I can still do that. No, I can't. So if that pushes, I can't go there, really. Can I? No, I hit your queen. Probably haven't decided for sure. That's fine. Can we make some trades now? I will use all my clock to focus on these stupid ass pawns that I said I wouldn't allow. Yet here we are again. And so you gotta. I mean, the better move is that. Go ahead. Play back. That way I can go here. Bullshit. I have my phone on me. I should have put my phone out to play the end game. I'm so much faster on my phone. God damn it. Don't be an asshole. I'm not in the mood. I'll beat you to it. Those stupid Disney movies that I used to watch and enjoy when I was a kid. I don't mean to be hating on Disney. Any chess kids are into Disney movies still. Don't need to give them any more ammunition to beat my ass. I don't need an 11-year-old prodigy. I don't know if the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is still a thing, but that was one of the more popular when I was a kid. This old man's talking shit on the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody's my shit. Oh. Let's just get it. Make it easy. And then that 11-year-old soon-to-be grandmaster just absolutely annihilates me. That would really make me mad. See, I'll open a file, though. That's fine. That's really fine. Go ahead. Now I'll open that file. There's going to be so many options. What's wrong with you? I'll get your pawn now. Here, you're going to use your queen because now I can really make your life uncomfortable. I'm in attack mode. Castle alone doesn't look very good, though. I'm not letting you fix that. Why would I do that? I'm not a charity. Important decision for the opponent. It's fine. What do you want to do? I would move a rook if it were me. Yeah. Now I'll castle into it. But what am I doing? I gave up my casting rights, and I didn't even remember I did. I'm talking again. Stop. Requires focus. Complete focus. My king's not even on its starting square, probably. That's fine. I have to mix in that every now and then. You're ugly. Get my phone. That's fine. What do you do? Okay, so now you're gonna come. That's fine. Now I have to make good decisions. And that would not have been it. The goal is not to lose a rook here. I'm just kidding. Motherfucker. Terrible. Take. Fucking. I did the wrong order. I don't know why I did that. No idea. Beats the hell out of me. It's mate 2. You can't really do that. It's stupid. Stupid play by you. You almost got something like knight. I don't know, because you're going to lose your queen. You'd lose your queen. That was it. Nice try. All right, wake up. Come on. So I do this every now and then. It's not great. Maybe it's better if you really, really know how to play it. I don't know. It's annoying and it's different. Sometimes you just got to be different. It's better than being good. An advantage of this structure is that bishop check is not possible. Okay, we're going to move our queen. Assuming you're going to take, or yeah, kind of going to take or move the light square bishop here. One or the other. If you take, I'll probably take with my queen. You don't have a minor piece that can support. What is that bullshit? Let's be different. Yeah. That's what I thought. Ooh, think about that one. I doubt that's the best move, but it's a move. Because then you'll have to react to it. And you're not going to want my pawn. You lack intelligence. So now I'll take it though. Now I'll take it. So I can move the guard, take the rook. That was not a good move by me. Not a good move. Huh? You're playing for mate. It's not my first rodeo, man. Not my first rodeo. What do you think you're doing? I'm coming after you. It's a chase. Not a high-speed chase. That'd be bullet chess. Fine. Okay. 1984. Is it valuable to review your games in Blitz Chess? Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. A lot of times I do that, and speed chess, but the opponent's getting better. They're not going to fall for stupid little tricks. And if you do that, it would be silly. But sometimes enemies do silly shit. I still have that pit. So now I will be winning a pawn. That's a dumbass move. How can I add to it? So I want that bishop gone. I'll at least win that pawn. And I'll probably trade everything. Let's just trade everything, make this easy. I can't do that. Now you got decisions to make. That you don't. You almost wish you didn't have that pawn. But you definitely wish you didn't have that pawn as white. Relative pin. Now it needs to move somewhere. I guess there, probably. I guess you go there. No, you can't because my queen hits. So you know. So you can't go there. I guess. Okay. How would I do that? Not any good. That's when you make a fast move that doesn't suck. That's the key there. Fast move that doesn't suck. I made a kind of fast move, but it sucks. Still in speed chess, that would be a big difference. I don't know when I'll get there. I think once I think my max is around I think I can get 2,200 this year in Blitz Chess on chess.com. You're cut off. Good move. Because it's the one I would have made. But look how slow. Like yeah. I mean, I'm faster than them because I'm more talented. But I'm still not fast enough. Position's fine. You got to recognize it and not waste your whole clock to evaluate and make a decision. Because now I've just got way too much time. I should have went there first. It's okay. Take the bishop, Dayton. Come on, don't get lazy, man. See how I even almost blew that. It's such a poor quality of chess, but I knew I was going to win. I still shouldn't make a habit of being lazy when I know I'm going to win on time. But the position was not bad. I bet the robot's going to like white after the queen was lost or the queen was gone. Okay, that's the best move. The fuck are you talking about, robot? I've never liked it since the beginning of my chess days, which was during COVID. I'd never liked that feature. I don't think they do a very good job. Or I just don't get what they're doing. Because I can't tell if they're showing me the sequence that is good after the first move that is suggested. I know the first move is good, but I feel like that sequence they show is based on the level of play. So that they make moves that it expects, like how it thinks the game would have gone after that first correct move, which because it doesn't show me the right move. So why would a robot show the first perfect move and then it does a bunch of weird shit? It would make sense if you were me or have played, got it played since COVID. So yeah, that's brilliant. I get it. I cleared cache, didn't I? Okay, so your best move, bishop. Okay, let's go bishop d. Okay, so now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I understand that. Is that what it showed though? Is that exactly what it showed in the game review? Yeah, it was. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. How open-minded of me. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd like to take a second to show my most recent bullet win, which I am not going to play a lot of bullet or rapid. I won't probably play any rapid or bullet until 2026 because then I will just shatter records. I'll be so much stronger than I am now, and I'm already better than 2000, but I'm not obviously better. And I could risk a downward spiral, which would cut into my over the board time. But my last bullet game, this is how you can tell they're getting better. Those were unrated. So my last, no, it wasn't. It was way before that. December. Yeah. Oh man. Smoky casino and asthma. That sounds like an intimidating thing for an athlete to say, right? I'm a grown man, but I cough when I smoke because I have asthma. My mommy's not here to bring me my inhaler anymore. That actually never happened. I always remember my inhaler on my own because I don't want to die. Okay, this is a poorly played game of chess. Of course, it's bullet. But it's so interesting to think back on my games as I was progressing in bullet and even look at some. And here's why. There's a few points in this game where you can tell these people are at least better. And when you look at some of their rapid ratings, they're actually pretty decent players, but this is just too fast. Okay, so I'm playing as black. It's not like panic, but when I was playing more bullet, I kind of had landmarks, if you will, and they changed a lot as I improved because as a different level of competition, I analyzed a lot of my bullet games, so I was losing in different ways once I got to that next level. And at let's say 20 seconds, if the queens are still on the board, trade them. There's an option to trade them. They trade now. And I had little things like that where it was just a set point, and it would really help. It would probably be considered cheating, but there's a lot of gray area. If I could have a second, just yell the time, or kind of like in football, you have that armband of plays that are color coded. Check. There's a safety blitz coming, so we have to check out of that. Or it's cover two, so we need a hide route to. You have to adjust on the fly, and if someone could call out what I've written, for example, when did I throw my bishop away? So that's a good bishop. It's a good bishop on c6. So this wasn't planned because I hadn't played bullet forever, but let's say it was 20 seconds or whatever time I told myself I had to simplify. Someone would yell, 20 seconds, bishop trade. Go, let's trade it. But until then, I want to keep it on because it's good. I just traded a piece that's good. In bullet chess, you could add hundreds of elo, unless you're already, of course, like really, really good. But intermediate, you could add 100 elo automatically just having those plans that are unique to the time or position, and it's just automatic. That way, there's no decision. Because a lot of times when you get where I'm at chess, I understand my options pretty well. I might not see really, really good move or brilliancies that would be good to see, but I see decent moves. So I have to choose from them. But if I had those little prerequisites, that is true. Go. It's traded. That would save me seconds, which is seconds is a lot when you only have 60 of them. And that's another move where I just make because I know I can break up the pawns. I know it's not a good move if I had time to think. I of course wouldn't do it. But it's all, Okay, so here is the first time you can tell the opponent's a little better. And this is not hard to see, but again, you only have 60 seconds. So I'm used to an opponent who is not comfortable moving the king a lot because the king, you can't lose the king or you lose the game. So I'm like, you're going to take back with your queen. And that's going to free this up. But pretty quickly, I'd say, automatically, less than a second. The opponent understands. Let's look at from White's perspective, my opponent. The opponent understands I cannot take with my king because this queen is defending the pawn. That's a pretty important pawn. Look how fast the opponent saw that. If that were to have been spotted, and instead of doing the natural thing, which is to capture with the piece of lesser value, in this case, the queen is lesser value than the king. If they would have saw that, it would have taken much more than a second. But now they're quick. Still a lot of mistakes in the game. But look how fast that rook sacrifice came. You can tell these people are getting a lot better. So in order to make the rook sacrifice happen okay, it wasn't that fast. It's 5 seconds. But I guarantee you the move was spotted probably, I would say probably not specifically that move, but the opponent, as soon as that pawn is pushed, is looking at this happening. Now, of course, I could move things in the position and change plans, but this is a thought right now. And I guarantee you that 5 seconds before the move was actually made was just pulling the trigger on it. Still much faster rook sacrifice than you're going to see at the lower levels of Blitz, from what I've noticed. Now, I'm just checking. I need to see, even if there were 5 seconds left, I need to see I'm going after that pawn. I don't need to be giving them any checks. I want that pawn. I want that pawn because my king is not trapped. But I played so many games that I just know what they're going to do. And like I said, I have to adjust when I reach that tier where they do different shit. And that's where online chess might be an indication of potential, of chess potential, but it is not real chess. It's not real chess. A 1200 over the board, that has taken lectures, done tactics with a title player or taken private lessons with a grandmaster. A 1200 over the board would not do some of the things you see 2100 on, well, maybe not that high. I haven't been there, so I can't speak. 2000 online players. 1200 over the board athletes, kids that are training with a grandmaster. They just haven't figured it out. They're not old enough to have any real, I hate to say competitiveness because there's some really good kids out there, but they're just new athletes. And they're too immature to really take their training seriously. I think the kids it's one extreme or the other. They're going to take it super seriously and be really good, or they're going to show up because their parents told them to. But even the kids who show up because their parents told them to and their parents are paying for lessons, they play a better game. At least parts of their game are much better than 2000 online athletes. And online develops bad habits for that reason. I'm literally just memorizing things that I've seen a lot. And that would be true if you looked at all of my games coming up, probably from the time I started. I hate to speak on my first year because I was so new to it. My brain was focused fully on trying to understand what was happening. And I didn't really go back and look at anything more than the game. I looked at my games, I analyzed, I said that's a weakness, or the bot told me that was a weakness. That's my focus point going forward. But I didn't look collectively at my chess journey necessarily until well after my first year. But I bet I do have a really good memory, even for chess players. My dad can point to, someone can ask him about a purchase order number, and I'm assuming they're 10 digits. They were in the world I knew, which was not his world. He's in produce. I used to be in corporate tech. but he might not remember the full PO number. He damn well might, though. And what item it was, it's unbelievable. And that's an ability that I don't know that you can really teach. You can refine it, but he's absurd with that. And he's always been that way with football plays. If my friends were doing something when he coached, he remembered everything. It's amazing. But he can point. If he can't remember the number, he's like, okay, it's on that notebook on this page. And not only can he remember what page it's on, he can basically point to the spot he wrote it down on. That's the number. I remember now. So he knows which spot on the page he wrote down that PO number from months or probably longer ago. It's stupid. And of course, I have his genetics. But my chess games, I guarantee if you look at Tyler Wan, he's a pro, or even child prodigies, I bet you don't see just like raw memorization. And I'm not saying that as a compliment or necessarily as evidence that I'll be good at chess because of it. And I'll have to break those bad habits. But I've just seen that enough. I know the opponent in time trouble until they get better and I have to relearn everything. I know you're going to do that. And I know if I go there, you're going to take it. That's why my rook needs to be here. So then I can trade. And I know I have 2 pawns to your 1. I'm going to push them both. I'm going to get that pawn. But the much better and even more natural way to do this is just to leave that rook or even attack that pawn and then just let the king dance around. But I've just seen them do it that way enough to where I'm going to use my knight. And there are so many cases like that where it's not the best move. It's not even one that you'd expect unless you've been playing at that level for a while. And I'm automatically that's what they're going to do. Even though it doesn't make sense. I've just memorized essentially common errors that happen either in time trouble or in certain situations. Take that memory and actually use it and learn how to play chess with it. And I might climb really fast over the board. I've just band-aided my chess. And online you can do that. I think you could compete with candidate masters or national masters online if they're playing over the board and all you do is play online. One of the highest rated bullet athletes in the world on chess.com is not even, I don't think he's a grandmaster. And he plays hyper bullet, like 15 seconds. But he has just drilled it, I'm sure. And he's stupid fast. And it's not like even Hikaru or the very best players on the platform can just walk all over him. But over the board, he would, of course, get tore up. And that's how I could be. I don't want to be. I'd rather be an over the board player. It's probably a better move. Yeah, you should have taken, because I messed up. I can't do that with my knight there. Thanks. Greatly appreciated. I'd love for you to, yeah. Okay. Do you want to leave that there? Try to do that? Is that what you're planning to do? Okay. Do you want to strand that pawn? No, I didn't think you did. So let's threaten that. You're going to go there. Sure. So be very careful here. The thing is, the bishop doesn't really want to move because I'd love to simplify. How are you planning to get to that pawn? Okay, so now you cut off this option. If that bishop goes there, because my queen can't take, else I get mated. Okay, so let's bring that back. Now I have a little bit of breathing room temporarily. The bishop has no scope, so let's fix that. So you don't want to be kind of waddling your bishop around. This is very bad. I probably need to play here. I got to break these up somehow. All right, the good thing is that risk is gone. At that pawn, I have slight hope. Shit. Yeah. Bad game. It's fine. No, it's not, dude. Better wake up. was pretty lucky. Opponent played poorly in the end there, but Yeah, that's the right way to do it. It probably wasn't a good move by Black. John Unstoppable Cena. Probably try a rook lift because you don't know what the fuck to do. Taking it. Let's threaten something. Then we'll play here. Because now your only real move is there. No way. Jesus, Steve. It's a situation where it might not be bad to castle long. Feels fine. So now we need to make the queen support that pawn. Oh my gosh, Dayton. I need to stop. I can push it. So you can't. So then if I go here and then you take, and then I take, and then you go here. I feel like somehow you get mated that way. If you take it. Surely. No, you don't. intelligent. It is pretty important you take that pawn, though. Here, no, that comes back. Shit. Okay, so you have to take with your queen first. You can't take with the rook, because then I have hope, but I did fuck this up really bad. God. Yeah. So, swings are so important in online chess. Before I spiraled at work, which was a bad swing. Okay, what do you do there? You go there. Or no, do you take it? I forget what you do. No, you're supposed to go there. You're supposed to go there. Before that, I played a guy who was much higher rated. 3 times in a row, but he was no good. And so I got 30 points for 3 wins, which was great. an interesting idea. Try to get you to push your F pawn, yeah. No, of course, I want you to go there. Now you're cut off from all dark squares. You are cut off from all dark squares. All relevant dark squares. So I think you have to give me your rook. Okay. Except that one. Damn it. See, what am I doing? I'm just not even looking at the time now. I go into ruts where I do that. That's why you don't need to do too much of this stuff. Going for cheap wins and doing it way too slowly. It's pinned. Should probably just go ahead. You want a rook? You messed that game up bad. Okay. So double check. The king has to move. My gosh, Dayton. See, I need to not play after I've worked. I'm so tired. Oh no, the knight is covering. That's actually not any good at all. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm still thinking the pin is there. My gosh, and you are too. Thank God for you. And I'm out of time. I can't do this anymore. Trash. See, that's the type of stuff that just it makes your brain just really fucking unhealthy. I don't know how else to put it. Just get safe and win a game on a decent note. Now you can escape it. Or you couldn't have, I guess. Oh my gosh, man. Jesus. All right, I'm quitting. I'll be back. I'll be rested. We're going to get over 2,000 again. Well over.